Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I have my model, aka my cousin Nicole, here with me, and we're going to be creating a soft matte glam on her. So if you're interested in watching, just keep on watching. So I'm going to list everything in the description box, but I'm going in with this foundation, and I like to apply that on the back of my hand and then just gently tapping motions with my brush. She has really good skin, so she doesn't need a lot. I'm going in with very minimal coverage here in a super light hand, and always gently tapping that product onto her skin. And I also did all her skin prep off camera, which also helps because she has really dry skin. But yeah, here I am just applying the foundation. Now it's time for concealer. I like to go in with two shades, one closer to her skin tone and then the other one just to brighten the inner corner. I really like the effect that this comes out, how it comes out in the end, and I do drag that down a little bit further, but it just creates a very seamless blended look in the end. I promise it comes through. You just gotta trust the process. For the brighter shade, I like to just focus that just on the inner corner because it just creates like a very nice highlight in the center of the face that I like. And then next I'm going in with this Milani contour, and I realized later that I had to go in with a little bit of a darker color. I am using my shade on her, which is a little bit too light, but I'm just gonna slowly build that product up. I always like to pat the product onto the skin, never like rubbing, especially like this brush and this Milani contour blends so easy. So just patting motions, never rubbing, because you don't want to disturb the foundation. It takes a little bit longer, not too long, a little bit longer than if you would with like a beauty blender or anything like that. But I just really love how the effect of the brush, and this is the technique that I just really love and what works for me. The next thing, I'm going in with this larger, fluffier brush, and I'm using this for the concealer. I'm not sure if this is a concealer brush, but that's what I'm using it for. And I really like the effect that it has to like blend out the concealer. So I'm just patting that. And then I go in with a little bit of a smaller brush just to get into those harder to reach areas and then clean up any other work that I did. And then also dragging that even onto the lid because it's going to serve as my base for the eyeshadow that we're going to apply later. I also love, after every step, I love going in with my foundation brush and just gently tapping just to blend everything all together, make sure we don't have any harsh lines. And look at that, everything looks even, blended, beautiful. I love doing that step. I've been obsessed with this serum spray that I got from Amazon. It's the D'Alba serum spray, and it has like truffle oil in it and something. I don't know what it is, but it's freaking good, especially if you have dry skin. I highly recommend this. So I just spray that all over her face, and again with my foundation brush, just gently tapping. Next, we're gonna go in with some liquid blush. Again, like the little dot motions. If I were doing this on a client professionally, I wouldn't apply the applicator directly to their face, but this is my cousin, so that's what we're doing here. And then whatever brush I use for my contour, I like to use the same brush for my cream blush, because it just makes everything, whatever product was left from the contour with the blush, I don't know, it just does what it needs to do. And why waste more brushes, you know what I mean? Now here I am going in with that little bit of a darker contour, and this is a product I freaking love. It's the Huda Beauty Tantour, and I'm using the shade, I'll leave what shade I used, but I'm just going in the same area where we put that Milani contour, and I'm just gently tapping that onto the areas like the forehead and the cheekbones. And I don't really need to contour her nose because she has a slim nose, so I'm gonna avoid that. Now we have all our cream products on. It's time to start setting the face. I'm going in with this loose powder and this powder puff, and I'm just gonna pick up very little of the loose powder. First, also, I'm gonna make sure I don't have any creases. I'm going in with that concealer brush, just making sure there's no creases, and then I'm gonna gently pat her under eye, like very gently pressing that into her under eye. And then later I will go in with more powder, but for the first initial set, I like to go in with very little product and just build up slowly in order to avoid like cakiness or like just dry under eyes. Do little by little, okay? And then, you know, same powder, again, with very little product, gently tapping the rest of her face. This is going to be the initial set. So I always do a little bit of product at first, and then again, just slowly build up. For my second powder, I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, and then I'm going to use that in all the light areas of her face. So basically everywhere but where I place contour, and I'm just gently patting that with a brush, slowly building it up. Okay, this is something that I really love to do, but I like taking the Airbrush Flawless Filter in a darker shade and using that as bronzer. There's something about doing this, just gives you an airbrush flawless finish. If you don't want to splurge on the Charlotte Tilbury, I highly recommend the Sephora Collection Micro Smooth Powders. They are almost identical and they give you that same airbrush effect. I swear to God, this makes you look like you have a filter. Next, I'm going in with the brand Glam by Maja. I've been obsessed with this brand, and I'm going to build up 2 of the blush shades. I like to do 2 blush shades because it just creates like a gradient, beautiful, flawless kind of effect. And so I build up 2 of the shades, and again, always patting that on and slowly building up little by little. Now, before we go in with eyeshadow, I need to go ahead and apply a little bit more powder and like bake a little bit. So that way, if we have any fallout from the eyeshadow and if it falls onto the powder, you could just simply wipe it away and it won't disturb any of the face makeup. So that's what I'm doing here. And it's that same powder that I used earlier to set her face. I'm also going to take that same powder on a fluffy brush and gently set that concealer that we applied, because we don't want any creasing when I start building up the eyeshadows. And then for the eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with the Glam by Maja Nudes palette. I've been obsessed with this brand, this palette. The colors just blend like butter. And I like to take at least 3 or 4 brown shades and just slowly build that up into like kind of like an ombre effect on the outer corner, just so we can create that smoky cat eye, brown, smoky eye. I don't know what to call it, but that's what I'm going for here. I'm focusing all the brown just on the outer corner. And then taking the light colors, I like to mix 2 of the light colors of the palette, and I put that on the lid and kind of create like a soft cut crease without any of the cream products. Just with eyeshadow, creating a cut crease, very soft, minimal, kind of angelic vibes. I really like this technique. And one of my absolute favorite things to do for a look like this is using the dark brown eyeshadow as eyeliner, because sometimes if you go in with a actual eyeliner, it could be kind of too harsh. And since we're going for a soft matte glam, I really enjoy using eyeshadow as eyeliner. Look at her, she's feeling herself. Oh, she looks so freaking beautiful. Okay, and then just applying some wispy lashes. I love using wispy lashes on a look like this. It just brings it all together. Then going in with some brown eyeliner, and I like to do this to tightline and sort of kind of hide the lash band. I don't like to see any flesh of skin when you look up or down. I don't know, it just does what it needs to do. And then I'm just taking the same colors that we use on the top of the eyeshadows to the bottom lash line, smoking that out. And I'm taking a flesh tone eyeliner because it just gives like this baby doll, eye-popping, beautiful effect. And I just think it goes really well with this look. Finishing that off with some bottom lash mascara. This is the MAC Extended Play. This is an OG bomb bottom lash mascara. Love this stuff. And since we're going for a whole nude matte look, I'm gonna go in and do a nude lip combo. I thought I filmed the lip liner process, but I didn't. I used the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude lip liner, and here I am just taking lipstick with a brush and blending that into the lip liner. And then I'm just gonna top that off with a little bit of gloss. Again, everything that I've used is gonna be left in the description box, so don't worry, I got you. And then finishing it off with this Peach and Lily Glass Skin Mist. I love this stuff, especially if you have dry skin. Like, this stuff is just so freaking good. It's a little pricey, but I promise it's good. And I take a fan and I dry her face. And then again, with that same foundation brush, I'm just gonna very gently tap and, you know, just make sure everything is set, cohesive, beautiful, no harsh lines. I just love doing this. It creates just a beautiful, flawless finish. And that's the final look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun recreating it. Let us know what you want to see next, because she is so down for this and I'm so excited. See you guys in the next one. Bye.